There is an invisible force working in your life right now, whether you see it or not. Some people call it energy. Some call it atmosphere. But I call it your aura. It is the unseen climate you carry with you everywhere you go, and it is silently shaping your destiny. Have you noticed how certain people seem to attract opportunities, wealth, and favor without chasing them? It's not just luck, it's the magnetic power of their aura. In today's world of uncertainty, where jobs can vanish overnight and entire markets shift in a moment, you cannot afford to live unaware of your energy. Hard work alone is no longer enough. You must learn how to train your aura so that it radiates abundance, stability, and confidence, making wealth want to come to you. Like a magnet doesn't chase metal, your aura can be conditioned to pull success in your direction effortlessly. Tonight, I will share 8 powerful principles that will awaken this force within you. Type "wealth flows to me" in the comments like this message and share it with someone you love, because your breakthrough could unlock theirs. Every human being carries an invisible atmosphere, a personal energy field that surrounds them like a cloak. Some call it charisma, others call it presence. But in deeper truth, it is your aura. Your aura is not just a mystical idea. It is the vibrational frequency that flows from your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Whether you recognize it or not, this unseen field is silently influencing how people respond to you, the opportunities that come your way, and even the flow of wealth into your life. Think about it this way. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt drawn to someone without them saying a word? Or perhaps you've encountered someone who made you uncomfortable for reasons you couldn't explain. That reaction wasn't about their clothes, their words, or their status. It was their energy field. Your aura speaks before your mouth ever does. And when it comes to wealth, your aura can either repel or attract prosperity. Science gives us a glimpse into this truth. Quantum physics has long demonstrated that everything in existence vibrates at certain frequencies, including the human body and mind. Emotions like fear, doubt, or envy produce low vibrations, while gratitude, joy, and confidence produce high vibrations. Your aura is simply the collection of these frequencies radiating outward. When your aura vibrates at frequencies of scarcity and worry, opportunities bypass you, doors close, and even when wealth arrives, it slips away. But when your aura is aligned with abundance, you find that doors open, people extend favor, and resources seem to flow with less resistance. Let me illustrate with a real-world example. A study at Duke University on workplace success showed that individuals with higher levels of positive emotional energy, those who projected confidence, gratitude, and calm, were more likely to be promoted, trusted with leadership, and offered opportunities for advancement. Notice the study did not measure intelligence alone or even skill alone. It measured energy. Why? Because people respond to what they feel around you more than what they hear from you. This is the power of aura at work in the realm of wealth. Consider also entrepreneurs who seem to attract investors effortlessly. While their business plans may be solid, the deciding factor often lies in their personal energy. Investors are not just buying into ideas. They are buying into the energy of the person presenting them. That energy is aura. If your aura radiates certainty, passion, and faith, others feel safe placing wealth into your hands. If your aura radiates insecurity and doubt, even the best business idea can die unheard. Now, think of your aura as a magnet. A magnet cannot attract iron. If it is weak, and in the same way, your aura cannot attract wealth, if it is clouded by negativity. Wealth is energy in motion. It seeks flow, growth, and expansion. If your aura vibrates with fear, greed, or limitation, it is as if you are turning the magnet upside down, repelling the very prosperity you long for. But if you train your aura to resonate with openness, gratitude, confidence, and creativity, you align yourself with the energy of wealth. And suddenly, resources begin to notice you. An ancient wisdom saying declares, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." What this means is that your inner world is continuously broadcasting an outer signal. If your inner life is filled with lack, your aura projects lack. If your inner life is filled with abundance, your aura projects abundance. The wealthy do not simply carry money. They carry an energy of certainty that wealth is their natural state. That certainty becomes visible to others even without words. Let me make it practical. Imagine two job seekers with identical resumes walking into an interview. One radiates desperation, the energy of "please, hire me because I need this job to survive." The other radiates confidence, the energy of "I will be an asset here. And if not here, another opportunity will find me." Which candidate do you think the employer feels drawn to? It's not the paper, it's the aura. The confident aura attracts trust and investment, while the desperate aura repels it. Your aura is not fixed. It can be trained, shaped, and strengthened. Just as muscles grow with exercise, your aura grows with intentional practices. When you choose thoughts of abundance, when you manage your emotions, when you cultivate gratitude, you are literally training your aura to radiate wealth, attracting frequencies. Wealth is not first an external condition. It is an internal vibration. And here is the key. You do not attract what you chase. You attract what you radiate. If you radiate scarcity, scarcity finds you. If you radiate abundance, abundance finds you. Wealth is not looking for needy people. It is looking for people whose aura can carry it responsibly. That is why, before you pursue wealth, you must train your aura to carry the energy of wealth. So the journey begins here, with awareness. Understand that your aura is real, that it is shaping your interactions and your outcomes. If you shift the quality of your aura, you will shift the quality of your life. And as you train your aura to attract wealth, you will discover that prosperity is not something you chase. It is something you magnetize. Wealth is not a number in a bank account. It is first a belief system, a mindset, an inner conviction about who you are and what you deserve. Before any person becomes wealthy in reality, they must first become wealthy in their thinking. Your outer world will always be a reflection of your inner belief. If you carry the mindset of poverty, even if you receive millions, it will eventually slip through your fingers. But if you carry the mindset of abundance, wealth will continually find its way back to you, no matter the circumstance. This is why two people can be given the same opportunity, and yet one flourishes while the other fails. The difference is not luck, it is belief. One believes, "I was born for increase. I deserve to prosper. I will manage this resource well." The other believes, "I don't know if I can handle this. Maybe I'll fail." Wealth is for others, not me. Both start with the same chance, but their outcomes are worlds apart. Because belief shapes behavior. Behavior shapes choices, and choices shape destiny. History offers countless examples. Take the story of Oprah Winfrey. She was born into poverty, faced abuse, and grew up in an environment that screamed limitation. By external measures, her future looked bleak. But her inner belief was different. She believed her voice mattered. She believed she was destined for more. That inner conviction carried her from being a local radio host to one of the most influential and wealthy women on the planet. Her story proves that wealth is not first about circumstances. It is about belief psychology. Confirms this truth. Research on self-fulfilling prophecy shows that what people consistently believe about themselves eventually becomes their reality. If you believe you are unworthy of wealth, your mind will subconsciously sabotage opportunities that come your way. You will hesitate, procrastinate, or talk yourself out of bold steps. But if you believe you are worthy of wealth, you act with confidence, take risks, and persist through obstacles. Your belief becomes the silent architect of your future. Think about professional athletes. They train their bodies intensely. Yes, but the greatest athletes also train their minds. Muhammad Ali, before stepping into the ring, declared, "I am the greatest." Notice, he said this long before the world recognized him as such. His inner belief became the force that shaped his outer victories. The same principle applies to wealth. Before you ever hold it in your hand, you must hold it in your heart. Let me bring it closer to everyday life. Imagine two entrepreneurs starting similar businesses. One constantly thinks, this probably won't work. People don't support businesses like mine. The economy is too bad. The other thinks, I know there are challenges, but I will find solutions. People are looking for what I offer. I will grow this step by step. Their beliefs lead to very different actions. The first one quits when sales dip. The second one adapts, learns, and perseveres. Who ends up attracting wealth? The one whose inner belief fuels consistent action. Now you might ask, how do I change my beliefs when my experiences scream lack? The answer is repetition and renewal of the mind. Beliefs are not permanent. They are formed by repeated thoughts. If you repeatedly tell yourself, I can't afford this, I'll never have enough, your mind programs scarcity. But if you declare, I am capable, I am worthy of wealth, I am open to opportunities, your mind begins to rewire itself for abundance. Over time, this new belief becomes your natural state, and your aura shifts accordingly. There's also a spiritual dimension here. Ancient wisdom teaches that all things are possible to the one who believes. Notice the condition. It is not the one who works the hardest, though work is important. It is not the one who is most educated, though knowledge helps. It is the one who believes. Belief is the foundation that determines how far you can go. If you believe you are called to prosper, your actions align with that calling. If you believe you are destined to struggle, no external blessing can change that until your mind changes. Let's be practical. Start each day by asking yourself, what do I truly believe about wealth? Do I believe it is scarce, or do I believe it is abundant? Do I believe it is for others, or do I believe it is for me? Your honest answer will reveal the current state of your wealth aura. If your belief is small, begin to expand it. Read stories of those who rose from nothing. Surround yourself with people who think abundantly. Speak affirmations that retrain your mind over time. Your belief will shift, and so will your results. Remember this, the bank does not determine your wealth aura. Your belief does. Money can be lost and regained, but a belief in abundance is an unshakable magnet. It is your inner posture that attracts or repels prosperity. Wealth does not begin in your wallet. It begins in your mind. Train your belief system, and your aura will radiate certainty, confidence, and capacity. And when your aura shifts, wealth will find you because it recognizes a person who already believes they belong together. Your aura is like a window. When the glass is clear, sunlight pours in freely, illuminating everything. But when the glass is clouded with dirt, even the brightest sun cannot shine through. In the same way, your aura can be blocked by emotional, mental, and spiritual dirt. That prevents wealth from flowing into your life. Many people work hard, make plans, and pray for opportunities, but they still feel stuck. The reason is not always lack of effort. It is often the blockages in their energy field that silently push prosperity away. What are these blockages? They are unresolved emotions like fear, guilt, envy, anger, bitterness, or shame. Each of these carries a low vibration that contaminates the aura. Imagine trying to plant seeds in soil filled with rocks and weeds. No matter how much water or sunlight you give it, the soil cannot yield a healthy harvest until it is cleared. In the same way, your inner atmosphere must be cleansed, so your aura can vibrate at the level that attracts abundance. Take fear, for example. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of success. Yes, even success. Fear shuts down creativity, paralyzes decision making, and sends signals of uncertainty into your aura. People around you sense it, and opportunities shrink away from it. Guilt works the same way. When you secretly feel unworthy of wealth because of past mistakes or limiting beliefs, your aura emits a frequency of unworthiness. It becomes almost impossible to hold on to money, because deep down you believe you don't deserve it. Consider envy. When you resent the success of others, you poison your own energy. Envy says, "There isn't enough for me." That belief creates scarcity, and scarcity creates blockages. But when you celebrate the success of others, your aura opens up, declaring, "If it happened for them, it can happen for me too." That simple shift removes the blockage and realigns your aura with prosperity. Real life examples prove this. Researchers in the field of psychosomatic medicine have shown how unresolved emotional trauma can manifest as physical illness. Stress, bitterness, and unforgiveness are not just mental, they affect the body's energy field. In the same way, emotional toxins affect your financial life. A small business owner carrying bitterness toward a former partner may unconsciously sabotage new collaborations, repelling the very wealth he desires. The blockage is not outside, it is inside now. Let's talk about cleansing. Just as you bathe your body daily to remove physical dirt, you must cleanse your aura regularly to remove energetic dirt. One practical method is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not condoning wrong behavior. It is freeing yourself from the toxic grip of resentment. When you release bitterness, your aura becomes lighter, clearer, and more magnetic to opportunities. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful detergents of the human spirit. Another cleansing practice is gratitude. Gratitude purifies your energy field because it shifts focus from what is missing to what is present. Studies from the University of California show that people who kept gratitude journals experienced higher optimism, better health, and even improved financial decision. Making gratitude raises your vibration, clearing away negative thought patterns that block abundance. When you are thankful, you declare to the universe, "I am ready for more." Meditation and prayer also cleanse the aura. When you quiet your mind, you release the constant noise of worry and stress. You create space for clarity, inspiration, and divine guidance. Just as still water reflects the sky, a still mind reflects higher wisdom. In that state, blockages dissolve, and your aura regains its natural radiance. Think of a river. When it is clogged with debris, the water becomes stagnant. Remove the debris, and the river flows again. Your aura is that river. Remove the blockages of fear, guilt, envy, and bitterness, and suddenly wealth begins to flow into your life with less resistance. Let me make this practical. If you notice that no matter how much you earn, it quickly disappears, pause and ask, what inner blockages might be driving this? Do I secretly feel unworthy? Am I holding resentment against someone? Do I carry fear about handling more money? Identifying the blockage is the first step. The second step is release. Through forgiveness, gratitude, and renewing your mind, remember this truth. Wealth is attracted to clean energy. It is repelled by toxic energy. A person can have all the skills in the world, but if their aura is clogged with bitterness or fear, they will struggle. But when the aura is cleansed, their very presence becomes magnetic. People want to help them, doors open for them, and opportunities flow toward them. So do the work of cleansing. Don't carry yesterday's pain into today's atmosphere. Don't allow guilt, envy, or bitterness to contaminate your aura. Train your energy field to remain pure, light, and open. For when your aura is cleansed, it becomes like a beacon calling wealth, opportunities, and favor into your life with irresistible force. Gratitude is not just good manners. Gratitude is a magnetic force that reshapes your aura, rewires your mind, and attracts abundance into your life. When you train yourself to live in gratitude, you shift your entire vibrational frequency. Wealth is drawn to environments of appreciation, the same way flowers lean towards sunlight. A thankful spirit is like an open door through which prosperity feels welcome to enter. Let's begin with a truth many overlook. Wealth is not created by money alone. It is created by mindset. And gratitude is the mindset that multiplies resources. Consider this. Two people can receive the same paycheck. One complains, "It's never enough. Bills are piling up. Life is unfair." The other says, "I am grateful for this income. I will manage it wisely, and greater increase is coming." Both have the same amount, but their future outcomes will be radically different. Why? Because one repels with ingratitude, while the other attracts with thankfulness. Scientific research confirms this principle. A study at the University of California found that participants who kept daily gratitude journals experienced higher optimism, improved well-being, and even made better financial decisions. Gratitude sharpens your brain's focus, reduces anxiety, and boosts creativity. This matters for wealth because when your aura radiates gratitude, you see opportunities others miss. You approach challenges with hope, and you carry an energy that others want to invest in. Real life examples illustrate this power. Many of the world's most successful entrepreneurs, those who have built empires from nothing, credit gratitude as a daily discipline. Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson, and even modern tech leaders have spoken about keeping gratitude practices. Why? Because gratitude trains the mind to focus on abundance instead of lack. It shifts your aura from complaint to openness, from scarcity to overflow. Let's think spiritually for a moment. Ancient wisdom says, "He who is faithful with little will be entrusted with much." Gratitude is the proof of faithfulness. If you cannot celebrate what you already have, why would the universe or God trust you with more? Gratitude is not passive. It is a declaration. I recognize the value of what I have, and I am ready for increase. This declaration shifts your aura into a wealth-attracting state. Now, gratitude does not mean denying difficulties. Life has struggles, bills, and setbacks. But gratitude means choosing to focus on what is working rather than magnifying what is missing. Imagine two farmers. One looks at his field and complains about the weeds, saying, "This harvest is ruined." The other looks at the same field and says, "The crops are growing. I will tend them carefully and expect more." Which farmer will be motivated to continue planting, tending, and expanding? Gratitude fuels persistence, complaining fuels quitting, and in wealth building, persistence is the key. Let's bring this to an everyday example. A young professional once told me, "I'll be grateful when I finally land a six-figure job." That mindset delayed his breakthrough. Gratitude doesn't wait for the six figures. Gratitude says, "I am thankful for my current role because it is preparing me for the next." When you shift your attitude now, your aura shifts and better opportunities come sooner. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to heal. Gratitude lowers stress, reduces envy, and releases toxins from your emotional atmosphere. Remember, in the last keynote, we discussed blockages. Gratitude clears them out. When you wake up in the morning and say, "Thank you for life, thank you for opportunities, thank you for the resources I already have," you flush negativity out of your aura. A thankful person is light, radiant, and magnetic. Let me make it practical. Start a daily gratitude practice. Each night before bed, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Don't only list big things like promotions or bonuses. List small things: the meal you ate, the conversation you enjoyed, the health you still carry. This daily habit reprograms your subconscious mind to notice abundance instead of lack. Over time, your aura begins to vibrate with appreciation, and opportunities flow to you like iron to a magnet. Gratitude also transforms relationships, which directly impact wealth. People are drawn to those who appreciate them. Business partners want to work with those who honor their contributions. Employers promote employees who carry positive energy. Even customers are more loyal to brands that show genuine gratitude. Gratitude in your aura makes you irresistible to people, and people are the channels through which wealth flows. Here's a critical truth. Wealth is not attracted to complaining. Complaining closes doors, gratitude opens them. Your aura cannot radiate both negativity and thankfulness at the same time. One will dominate. If you choose gratitude consistently, your aura becomes an environment where wealth feels at home. So remember this. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a practice, a discipline, a weapon against scarcity thinking. It is the act of saying, I already live in abundance, and I welcome more. And when your aura is trained in gratitude, you stop chasing wealth. Instead, wealth begins chasing you. Your aura is not shaped in isolation. The people you spend time with are constantly influencing your energy field. Just as iron sharpens iron, your relationships either sharpen or dull your wealth aura. This is why one of the greatest principles of prosperity is the law of association. Who you walk with determines what you attract. Have you ever noticed how being around certain people either uplifts or drains you? You can walk into a conversation and leave feeling motivated, hopeful, and ready to conquer challenges. Or you can walk away feeling discouraged, anxious, and weighed down. This is not imagination. It is energy transfer. Auras are contagious. The atmosphere of those around you rubs off on your own. If you surround yourself with people who constantly complain, speak fear, or live in scarcity thinking, your aura begins to mirror their energy. Even if you started with optimism, their negativity becomes like smoke that clouds your field. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people of vision, gratitude, and abundance, their aura strengthens yours. Your frequency rises and wealth is attracted to that elevated vibration. History and business offer clear examples. Consider Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men of the early 20th century. When asked about his success, he credited his association with a group of forward-thinking, ambitious men. This group, which Napoleon Hill later studied in Think and Grow Rich, created a mastermind atmosphere where ideas, encouragement, and energy flowed freely. Carnegie understood that wealth is not just about what you know. It is about who you align your aura with. Science echoes this principle. Research in social psychology shows that people subconsciously adopt the behaviors, habits, and even emotional states of those they spend the most time with. This phenomenon, called emotional contagion, explains why positive people lift entire teams, while negative people drag them down. If emotions spread like viruses, then your aura is constantly being influenced by the immune system of your social circle. Let's take a practical example. Imagine two aspiring entrepreneurs. One spends time with friends who mock his dreams, tell him business is risky, and constantly talk about how the economy is doomed. The other spends time with mentors, colleagues, and peers who challenge him to grow, celebrate his ideas, and share resources. Both have the same potential, but the first entrepreneur's aura becomes heavy with doubt and fear, while the second's aura radiates confidence and creativity. Which one will attract wealth? The one whose associations empower his energy field. Now, some may resist this truth, saying, "But I've known these friends all my life. I can't just leave them." Hear me clearly. Association is not about cutting everyone off. It's about prioritizing the influences that feed your aura. You may still love certain people, but you must guard how much time and energy you allow them to deposit into you. Your aura is too valuable to be polluted by constant negativity. There's a saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I would add, show me your circle and I'll show you your aura. If your circle vibrates scarcity, gossip, and fear, your aura will repel wealth. If your circle vibrates creativity, vision, and abundance, your aura will magnetize wealth. Think of eagles and chickens. Eagles soar high, seeing opportunities from great distances. Chickens scratch the ground, consumed with survival. If you keep company with chickens, you will begin to think like a chicken, limited to the dirt beneath you. But if you fly with eagles, your perspective expands, your aura lifts, and wealth is drawn to your elevated position. One practical step to apply this law is mentorship. Find people whose aura already radiates the wealth and abundance you desire. Spend time learning from them, serving them, and absorbing their atmosphere. Over time, your own aura will begin to reflect their frequency. Another step is intentional community. Join groups, masterminds, or organizations where positivity, growth, and abundance are the norm. Also, evaluate your media diet. Association is not limited to people in your physical space. The voices you listen to through books, podcasts, and videos are also shaping your aura. If you constantly consume news of scarcity, fear, and crisis, your aura will reflect that. But if you feed on content that inspires, educates, and uplifts, your aura will strengthen. Let me share a story. A young man once told me how his life shifted when he changed associations. He grew up around peers who lived recklessly, spent everything they earned, and laughed at ambition. His aura was heavy with limitation. But then he joined a group of young professionals who dreamed big, invested in themselves, and encouraged one another. Within a year, his career advanced, his income multiplied, and his entire energy changed. The difference was not sudden luck. It was the law of association shaping his aura. Here is the unshakable truth. You cannot attract wealth with a poor circle. Your aura cannot rise higher than the collective energy of your closest companions. If you want to train your aura to attract wealth, you must intentionally align with those whose energy points upward. So guard your associations, cherish those who elevate you, minimize those who drain you. And always remember, wealth is not attracted to isolation. It is attracted to communities of high energy. Train your aura by surrounding yourself with those who already carry the vibration of abundance, and you will find yourself magnetizing wealth with greater ease. Your aura is not just shaped by the people around you. It is also programmed by the pictures you hold in your mind and the words you speak from your mouth. What you continually imagine and declare becomes the language of your aura, sending signals that either attract or repel wealth. If your inner vision is filled with lack, your aura broadcasts scarcity. If your inner vision is filled with abundance and success, your aura radiates prosperity and resources respond. Visualization is powerful because your brain does not clearly distinguish between imagination and reality. Neuroscience shows that when athletes visualize their performance in vivid detail, the same parts of the brain activate as if they were physically practicing. This means that when you imagine yourself living in abundance, closing deals, managing resources, giving generously, you are literally training your brain and aura to carry that frequency. Over time, your actions align with your inner vision, and your aura draws the opportunities to match it. Think about this. Every great architect visualizes a building before it is constructed. The blueprint exists in the mind before it exists in the world. Wealth is the same. You cannot attract what you have not first seen. If your mental picture of yourself is always struggling, always just getting by, then your aura transmits that struggle into the atmosphere. But if your mental picture is one of growth, increase, and overflow, your aura transmits expansion, and life begins to match your expectation. History proves this principle. Walt Disney envisioned Disney World long before it existed. When people doubted, he held firm to his inner vision. Today, millions walk through the manifestation of what once lived only in his imagination. He trained his aura through visualization, and the world responded. But visualization alone is not enough. You must pair it with declaration, words spoken with conviction. Words are vibrations, and vibrations shape your aura. When you declare, I am wealthy, I am capable, I am worthy of abundance, you are not lying to yourself. You are programming your energy field to align with wealth. Negative declarations like, I'll never get ahead, money is too hard to find, or people like me don't succeed, create blockages in your aura. They program your field for scarcity. Let me give you a real-world example. Jim Carrey, before becoming a world-renowned actor, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it 5 years into the future. He would visualize himself receiving that money. Just before the date he wrote, he received a movie role that paid him exactly that amount. Visualization and declaration trained his aura to expect wealth, and wealth came. This is not superstition. It is alignment. When your aura vibrates with strong inner pictures and spoken affirmations, your behavior changes. You take bolder steps, you recognize opportunities faster, and others sense confidence around you. People are naturally drawn to those who speak and see with conviction because their aura radiates certainty. Let's make this practical. Start with a clear vision. Don't just say, I want wealth. Picture what wealth means to you. See yourself debt-free. See your business flourishing. See yourself giving to causes that matter. See your family living in peace. Create mental movies of your wealthy future and play them often. This imprints your subconscious mind and energizes your aura next. Create declarations that match that vision. Speak them daily. Say, I attract wealth. I manage resources wisely. Money flows to me in increasing measure. I am a blessing to others. The key is consistency. The more you declare, the more your aura vibrates at that frequency, and the more aligned your life becomes with those words. Pair visualization and declaration together. For example, as you declare, I am debt-free. Picture yourself cutting up the final debt notice with joy. As you declare, I am a successful entrepreneur. See yourself shaking hands after closing a profitable deal. When your words and images agree, your aura becomes a powerful magnet for that reality. Think of your aura as a broadcast tower. Visualization is the image you send out. Declaration is the sound. Together, they create a strong signal that attracts wealth into your atmosphere. Without visualization, your words lack focus. Without declaration, your images lack vibration. But when both work together, your aura becomes irresistible. Remember this truth: life does not give you what you want. It gives you what you see and say. If your inner world is filled with doubt, your aura projects it. If your inner world is filled with wealth pictures and wealth words, your aura broadcasts it. And when you broadcast wealth consistently, wealth responds because it recognizes its own frequency. So train your aura daily through visualization and declaration. Program your energy field with images of abundance and words of prosperity. Speak it, see it, and soon you will live it. Wealth is not attracted to wishful thinking. It is attracted to consistent energy. Your aura cannot be trained by what you do occasionally. It is trained by what you do daily. Discipline and consistency are the foundations of a wealth attracting aura. Without them, your energy is scattered, unstable, and unreliable. But when you develop habits that align with abundance, your aura becomes steady, predictable, and magnetic, Think of your aura like a muscle. A muscle grows stronger not by lifting a heavy weight once, but by lifting manageable weights repeatedly over time. In the same way, your aura grows strong through repeated daily habits. Consistent gratitude, consistent declarations, consistent wise decisions, consistent stewardship of your resources. These disciplines train your energy field until wealth feels secure entering your atmosphere. Here's the truth. Wealth is not drawn to instability. Imagine meeting someone who is optimistic one day, pessimistic the next, motivated today, careless tomorrow. Would you trust them with resources? Neither will the universe. Neither will opportunities. Wealth flows toward those who carry stable, disciplined energy. People whose aura communicates, I can be trusted, I am prepared, I am steady. Let's look at a simple but powerful example. Saving someone may say, I'll save when I start earning more. But wealth is not attracted to someday. It is attracted to discipline. Now, a person who saves even a small amount consistently each month builds not just financial security, but also trains their aura to say, I am a steward of abundance. Studies show that individuals who regularly save, even modestly, report greater financial confidence and are more likely to attract investment opportunities. Why? Because their consistency creates trust in their energy field. Discipline also applies to how you manage time. Wealthy individuals are not just disciplined with money, they are disciplined with their daily routines. Research on successful leaders shows they often share common habits: rising early, setting goals, scheduling their priorities, and protecting their focus. These daily disciplines create a stable aura of productivity. People sense it. Opportunities are drawn to it. Your aura becomes a signal that says, I am ready for increase. Consider an athlete. They don't become champions by training once a week when they feel like it. They become champions by training every day, even when tired, even when uninspired. Their aura carries discipline, and that discipline attracts victory. In the same way, you don't train your aura for wealth by practicing gratitude or visualization only when you're in the mood. You train it daily until it becomes who you are. Let me share a story. A young woman once told me that her finances were always unstable. She would get bursts of income, then lose it quickly. I asked about her daily habits. She confessed that she had none: no budget, no savings routine, no discipline with spending. Her aura broadcast instability, and instability repelled consistent wealth. When she began building small habits, tracking expenses, saving weekly, declaring abundance daily, her aura stabilized. Within a year, she not only had savings, but also attracted a new job opportunity with double the pay. It wasn't magic. It was the magnetism of consistent discipline. Here's why consistency matters. Your subconscious mind is trained by repetition. The more you repeat a habit, the more natural it becomes. When you consistently declare wealth, your aura begins to vibrate with certainty. When you consistently manage money wisely, your aura signals reliability. When you consistently rise early and pursue goals, your aura radiates productivity. Wealth is attracted to consistency because consistency is proof of readiness. Now, let's make it practical. Start with small daily habits. Each morning, spend 5 minutes declaring abundance. Each evening, write down 3 financial victories from the day. No matter how small, commit to saving a fixed percentage of every income you receive. Even if it's 1%, protect your time. Schedule your priorities and stick to them over time. These disciplines build momentum. Your aura becomes stronger, brighter, and wealth is magnetized to that steady energy. Discipline also requires saying no. You must say no to unnecessary spending, no to draining relationships, no to distractions that pull you away from your goals. Every no is a boundary that protects your aura. And boundaries are attractive to wealth because they demonstrate self-control. Remember, wealth is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. And lifestyles are built on habits. If your aura is inconsistent, wealth will pass you by. But if your aura is disciplined, wealth will trust you. The universe rewards those who are faithful with little because it knows they will be faithful with much. So ask yourself, what do my daily habits say about my aura? Do they communicate stability, readiness, and trustworthiness? Or do they communicate chaos and inconsistency? The good news is you can change your habits. And when you change your habits, you retrain your aura. Consistency and discipline may not sound glamorous, but they are the hidden magnets of wealth. The brightest aura is not built on emotional highs, but on daily steady choices. Train your aura through disciplined habits, and wealth will be drawn to you, not because you beg for it, but because your energy proved you are ready for it. One of the most powerful ways to train your aura to attract wealth is through generosity. Many people believe that holding tightly to what they have will secure more, but in reality, the opposite is true. Wealth flows where there is movement. When you give, you activate circulation. Just like blood keeps the body alive through constant flow, money keeps your aura alive through constant circulation. Stagnant water breeds decay, but flowing water stays fresh. In the same way, when your resources flow outward, your aura expands and wealth flows back in greater measure. Generosity is not about losing. It is about creating space for more. Imagine holding a closed fist. Nothing can leave, but nothing can enter either. When your aura is closed with fear and greed, you block the inflow of abundance. But when your hand opens to give, your aura opens as well, creating space for new wealth to enter. Generosity trains your energy to vibrate with trust, abundance, and flow, making you a magnet for prosperity. Let's look at a real example. Studies in behavioral science show that generous people often experience greater financial well-being over time. Why? Because generosity changes their mindset. Instead of living in scarcity, they live in abundance. They believe there will always be more, and this belief radiates through their aura. Employers, clients, and partners sense it. Generous people attract opportunities because their aura says, I have enough, and I am enough. That frequency is irresistible. One powerful story comes from John D. Rockefeller, one of history's wealthiest men. Early in life, he was known for being tight-fisted, but after a near-death illness, he shifted his life and began giving away much of his fortune to education, health, and research. His aura changed. He became not only wealthier in resources, but also wealthier in influence and legacy. His generosity created a flow that outlived him, proving that giving multiplies wealth energy. Generosity is not just about money, it is about spirit. You can be generous with encouragement, with kindness, with time, with ideas. Every act of giving strengthens your aura, making it expansive rather than contracted. Think about it. Who attracts more people? The one who constantly takes or the one who constantly gives? People are drawn to givers, and opportunities are too. Your aura glows brighter when generosity is a lifestyle. Here's something important. Generosity is not measured by size, but by sacrifice. Some people wait until they are rich before giving, but generosity is not about amount. It's about flow. The person who gives $5 from a place of gratitude may expand their aura more than the millionaire who casually gives $5,000 with no heart. Your aura responds to intention. When you give with joy, even small amounts, your energy aligns with abundance and wealth is attracted. Consider the principle of sowing and reaping. A farmer who keeps all his seed in storage will eventually starve. But the farmer who sows seed into the ground creates harvest. Giving is sowing. When you give, you release energy into the field of life. And in due season, it multiplies back. This is not theory. It is observable law. Research shows that people who donate regularly report higher levels of happiness, mental health, and even physical health. Why? Because generosity heals the aura, creating flow that attracts more in every area. Let's make this practical. Start with intentional generosity. Set aside a portion of your income, no matter how small, to give. Choose causes, people, or projects that align with your values. Each time you give, declare, "I live in abundance, wealth flows through me." This trains your aura to associate giving with joy, not fear. Next, practice daily generosity beyond money. Speak life into others, offer encouragement, share knowledge, hold the door for someone's smile. These acts may seem small, but each one expands your aura. Generosity creates ripple effects. When your aura radiates kindness and abundance, it attracts both people and opportunities who want to be around that energy. Here's a story that illustrates this. A struggling entrepreneur once began practicing generosity by giving free advice to young people starting businesses. At first, he worried it was wasting his time. But those same young people later became loyal customers, partners, and promoters of his business. His aura of generosity expanded his influence, and his wealth followed. Generosity also breaks fear. Fear says, "If I give, I'll have less." Faith says, "If I give, I create flow." Every time you give, you silence fear and strengthen your aura's vibration of trust. And trust is magnetic. Wealth flows toward those who trust, not those who cling in panic. So understand this. Wealth is not attracted to tight fists. It is attracted to open hands. Your aura shines brightest when it radiates flow, not blockage. When you live as a giver, you prove to the universe that you are not a stagnant pond, but a flowing river. And rivers are always replenished. Train your aura with generosity. Let giving be your lifestyle, not an occasional event. As you give, your aura will expand, your frequency will rise, and wealth will flow into your life. Not because you chased it, but because you created an atmosphere where it could freely enter.